Hey guys, this is Vysh. This is a video being created on demand by students. The UPSC 2019 interview, as you know, is also postponed, and maybe the prelims also may get postponed depending on the situations around. So we'll come to know about that only after May 3. But meanwhile, the students who are confused about the interview and they are sitting at home, so like it's ideally the time you would have already given the interview, but because you have got this extra time and you were asking doubts about it, I thought I'll make a specific video for UPSC interview. So this video in future again for next year or the year after that, it will be valid. So I'll be telling all the details about the interview. Okay, just a quick video, not like very lengthy. So everyone, every aspirant, I would request you to watch this. And now about channel subscription, I've always asked students to subscribe. So those who have subscribed, thank you for that, and you will enjoy the videos. We promise you more and more quality videos for upcoming prelims and mains. But why the reason we keep on telling? Okay, because students wonder like, you are telling us we are subscribing it, but still you are asking. Okay, this is just a statistics I want to show you. Okay, like we can see, okay, YouTube channel, we can see whatever happens. Okay, any analytics, we can go and check it. So this is like this week 31,000 views are there for our videos, like 3 to 4 videos which I put. So if you see the people who are viewing it, okay, 22,000 views out of this are from the people who have not subscribed to this channel. Okay, and 9,000 views are by the people who subscribe to this channel. So this is the reason we have to request you to come and subscribe. Okay, we are not sure what is the reason, like you want to watch the video, that if you see the ratio, it's like too much. Okay, it's not like people are just clicking it and going away. They are actually taking the benefit of the videos which we are putting out. So the only thing we are asking you is a subscription. Okay, we are not charging you anything. Okay, all the videos are free. So again, when you go to a channel, you will find a subscribe button like this. But many students have they think that if you click on subscribe, then you will be troubled with notifications. Maybe that is one reason. Okay, maybe one reason you are not subscribing. So I want to tell you that just by clicking on subscribe, you will not be troubled with any notification or pop-ups, or nothing will come on your phone. Okay, because once you subscribe, immediately next to that you will get a bell icon like this. Okay, and on this bell icon, it will be always set to personalized only. It's not like for all, personalized. And if you want, if you are a person who worry again, like still maybe I'll get notifications, you can set it to none. Okay, click on subscribe, and then immediately when the bell icon comes, click on that. These three options will be there. Put it to none. You will not get any notifications. Only thing is that when you scroll through or you browse your YouTube for some other purpose, that time the videos which appear in order, okay, like it will be the videos from the channels you visit often. So that time our videos will come there in order. You no pop-up or no distraction. So please understand that. And because we see that most of the students who are watching our videos are unsubscribed people, we are asking you to subscribe. Okay, because the more you help us help grow this channel, the number of videos, the frequency with which we upload the videos will increase. Okay, because we cannot work or we cannot put effort just for a small portion of audience who is not even ready to appreciate. Okay, so please subscribe this. So this is how it is. Okay, that is the reason we are asking you to subscribe. Now moving on to the topic, like generally prelims happens in June, mains happen in September, the interview happens in March. Okay, this is a general trend. This year there are slight changes. So this is how it is, but this video will focus only on the interview, which has not happened in March, and it is going to, I don't know, maybe May month or June month. Whenever it will happen, it will happen. So that is the final stage, and that's the last step, after which you will be selected or disqualified. So for that, one point you have to know is they don't call it the interview. Okay, UPSC notification, if you take it also, there will be written like the first line, written examination, mains and interview as the last two stages. And then when they describe it, they call it as a personality test. Okay, PT, like the first stage is like preliminary test, that is also PT, this is also PT. Okay, so personality test is what is being referred to. That means from the word itself you will know they are not looking for your knowledge. Okay, it's about the personality. And the marks allotted to that is 275 marks, and if you see the total marks is 2025. Okay, this is again a screenshot from the UPSC notification. Anybody can download it. Even 2021 students, you can download the one which is available now, the 2020 notification, go through it. Nothing is going to change. Okay, nothing is going to change next year also, so you can see all these things. So 2025 is like, if you take the remaining, what it is, it's 1750. Okay, that is actually the mains marks. So you'll be wondering like, what about the prelims marks? The prelims mark is not actually counted anywhere. It is not counted for your final evaluation or ranking. It is just a eliminator where you have to qualify with that particular marks which they decide each year, and then that is done. That marks is not used anywhere. Your final marks for ranking uses only the mains marks 1750 and the prelims personality test 275. Okay, and the toppers of personality test usually score around 205, 210. Okay, that is how they score. It is strict evaluation like mains and prelims and all. The mains and all, if you hear the marks, you will actually get shocked. Okay, they put a very minimal marks. If you write a 20 marker question, you get only 3 or 4 sometimes, even if you write a brilliant answer. That depends on the competitiveness. When they read more and more better answers, they give more and more marks. Okay, so that we'll come to it in a later video where we talk about mains. So this is how the mark distribution is. Now where does it happen? Like, you know, prelims and mains, it happens in different centers, different cities. Like prelims will have a large number of cities, and the mains will have limited number of cities in every state. But the interview, the final people of the 2000 people who will be giving, they will have to travel to Delhi. There the UPSC office is there, so there it will be conducted. That is the reason now it is not happening, because people cannot travel. Duration for one candidate, it can go to like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. That is the average. Okay, there are cases where even lesser time is there, or maybe it crosses 1 hour. That is the rarest of rare case. But ideally for everyone, 30 to 45 minutes you have to face the panel. So panel, who will be there in the panel? There will be ideally 5 members, and in that 5 members, the chair will be a UPSC member. Okay, if you don't know the composition of UPSC, open your Lakshmikant textbook, go to UPSC chapter and see who are the members of UPSC. So everyone from that won't be there in one panel. One member will be the chairman of your panel, the panel which you get. So, and the other 4 people will be expert members who will be selected by the UPSC based on technicalities, and also maybe one person is there specific to ask questions about what you have filled in your DAF. DAF means detailed application form, which you actually will fill during your mains exam. That is, even before you write mains, after you clear prelims, there is something called DAF, detailed application form, which you have to fill it up and then send it to UPSC. Okay, so that's a big process. That is a different thing from mains. Okay, so when you send that, there's section for hobby also. So there you'll be filling hobbies, your whatever exams you take, or whatever academic status you have, all the things. It's a very detailed form. So based on that, they can ask you questions. So there'll be one person maybe who is specialized in things which has to be asked based on your TAF. Other 3 will be having general current affair oriented things or anything. Okay, so that is how the 5-member panel is. Now things you must know. Okay, so this slide will have at least 8 to 10 points which I'll be telling, and these are, so after this video will be done. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail. These are the important things you should know. First thing, it is not a test of knowledge. Okay, meaning it is not testing your facts and figures and numbers and whatever you learn for your exam. Okay, your current affair and too much GK, that is not what they are testing. That they have already evaluated by your prelims as well as mains. Out of 10 lakh or 8 lakh or 5 lakh people, you have reached till here after showing your knowledge only. With luck, you cannot clear prelims or mains. You need knowledge. Okay, so that is known to them. Then your marks don't matter. Again, like suppose you score this much for mains, you don't think like, okay, I have scored the highest in mains, so interview they will give some leverage for me. They will ask questions according to that, and that advantage will help you get more marks in interview. It's not like that. You score the lowest in marks in mains, maybe you will become the topper in interview, because maybe you have a better personality than your writing skills. Okay, so that is not at all related. You have cleared mains, that is fine. Everybody who clears the mains and goes there is treated equally, no matter what is your academic background, what is your ranking status, nothing. Okay, confidence, appearance, and etiquettes, so all are different things but all are related. The confidence, even with which you enter the hall, you face the panel for the first time, look into their faces, when they offer you to take your chair, you sit, so everything. Okay, then the appearance, how you have come. Okay, ideally you should, it's common sense that how you should go to an interview. It's not a IT company interview, or it's not something like this. Is one of the most prestigious job in the country, the highest position, so you have to dress well, or you have to look good for that. Okay, ideally everyone should go for a mock interview. Okay, at any reputed institute, they give you all these tips, but in general I'm just showing you the pointers. So appearance also matters. Etiquettes, again, as I told, about how you sit, or how, before they offer you to sit, you take the seat or something like that. Okay, there is manners to it, how you face a panel in which a UPSC member himself is sitting. Okay, so etiquettes, confidence, appearance, the way you present, you should be presentable. Perspective answering. Now this in general, any question throughout the 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you have to answer taking the perspective of both sides. You should never take one stand. Whatever your political ideology, religion ideology, or whatever you're thinking about a topic, you can be confident, you can tell like in your opinion it is like that, but you should not tell like what opinion you have taken that should be the right one. You cannot force your answer onto someone. Okay. Any issue, like any dispute between two states, suppose some question they have asked, any river dispute or any like Hindu Muslim issue, anything they ask which has two sides, and then you think like, okay, this is the reason for that. The other side is actually causing all the trouble. You can tell your opinion, but that too not in a very harsh way. You have to tell the points which justifies your side, and you should tell also the pointers based on the other side. You have to take both sides and talk. English language. There are many students who even go and take special classes for English, and they go and start watching English movies too much. They go and they do everything to master the English language, but that is not required at all. Okay, UPSC interview, you can take in any language which is mentioned in the 8th schedule of the Constitution. That also, if you don't know what other languages, go and open your Lakshmikant textbook, you will get it. You can take it in the regional language as well. It is allowed. And that, where will you tell? You will tell again the DAF form which you fill in the starting. Okay, during the mains exam itself you fill a DAF. There is a section for writing like which language you will take the mains exam, which language you will take the optional exam, which language you will take the interview. You have to select all these things. Same like you have filled for prelims now, obviously, and the 2020 students also, you would have seen like for prelims you choose what medium of instruction you need for these things. So like same way, after clearing prelims also, these things are asked to you, so including interview language. So there you can write that, and in the interview panel you can talk in that language. It is not at all issue. There is nothing like only if you speak in English you will be considered as a good orator, or you can speak well and then you will be selected. Nothing like that. Many students in other languages are also clearing with high marks. Okay. Usage of words, again, when you talk it should be, it's not like you overshow something like you are too much humble or you are too much kind, you are too much polite. Don't overshow any trait, but ideally they will catch it. Okay, when you find, when you talk from the beginning, they will understand like whether you actually talk like this or you are making it up. So use the words correctly. Whatever, if you have, if you are opposing also any topic, you have some negative side to it, you want to tell like no, I strongly object it, use correct words. Okay, there are a lot of phrases. You simply google like how to face an interview, even how to face a UPSC interview, a lot of tips will come. Okay, you should know how you should tell, even whether in support or against, when you're talking, the usage of words. I strongly object, or I am, in my opinion it could have been like that, something like that. You should talk in such a way that the board understands your opinion also, and you have not offended anyone. Okay. Now questions can come even from the place you like. If your hometown is famous for something, okay, it's something like historical, like when you take the south, 90% of the Kerala students, they are asked, if it's from the Kerala state, they will be asked like the Vasco da Gama came to India, the first place he came was there, and like, so that's a historical event. So anything, if your region in area, the hometown, it is famous for anything, the UPSC board will surely ask questions on that. So you have to be well versed with that. And then state, your state important, anything your state is like why it is important, or many questions will be asked on your state also. But after that, the main thing what they check is not your region or state. They check whether you are a person who has this regionism inside you, or you have this national level patriotic kind of mentality. Whenever we tell, because it is like IAS, finally IAS means what? Indian Administrator Service. So Indian is what you have to be. So whatever you have, you are liking towards your state or disliking your state, that is all asked for the sake of asking, and how you answer it, so that they know, because you are ultimately going to be a collector or a police officer. You have to know at least the places around you, what is happening, what is the problems there, or whether you can suggest some solutions to some issues, any big issues which is currently happening there. So that is checked through the region and state level questions. But ultimately they want, and they will make sure that you are someone who sees your country before your region. Okay, that will be tested directly or indirectly, they will be testing it. And then global level, lot of questions will be there. Global level, you, like already you are a person who have cleared prelims and means, you would have all the knowledge in the world already, but it's about presenting it, and it's about staying updated about what is happening. for mains you have studied something like some global thing is going to happen, but it did not happen by the time you wrote mains. But after that, maybe it got ratified, or it got like India went and joined it, something which happened between mains and the interview phase. You should be knowing about it because they will ask it. And if you still tell your older version of what you by hearted for mains or prelims, then they will catch you. They will understand that you are like only studied for an exam sake and you are not interested in keeping up your world level knowledge. So that is why global level you should be updated every time, even after clearing, getting into IPS, IAS, whatever. You are going to be an informed person and you should be capable of being an administrator. That is what they are going to test. Again, questions around DAF I already told. Any minimum of minimum things. So don't write something which you are not in real. Okay, it should be the most genuine one when you fill up the details. Politics, religion. 99% of the chances that questions won't come from politics and religion. They won't ask usually like any communal issue. Usually they don't ask. But if it is something which is a very burning issue and the government is involved, some act has been passed for that, on that opinions can be asked. But they try to avoid it, Max. And that's the trend being seen. Okay, they try to avoid political and religion questions. And I told facts and numbers don't matter. So anywhere in the face of interview, they'll be asking you, do you know like how much is there, how many is there, or what was the trend in that year? They are not actually asking you the number exactly. Okay, they just want to know whether you have any idea about it. Like it could have been less or high, or only that range they want, not even numbers. Okay, like yeah, it was like rupee. Okay, the rupee value, it was like that in the past. Now it is like not going in our favor. So at least that trend you should know. It doesn't matter what is the value. So these are the things actually which is needed for your interview facing. Now another problem is then by the time you give interview, you can pass or you can fail. 50% of the students are going to fail because 2000 people will go for interview and only around 900 or 1000 people will be there in the final list, and only few of them will get their IPS, IAS or whatever cadre they need. So again, these cadre and filling and all is done in a DAF. Okay, it's not like you decide there, it's all filled up first itself. So now problem is after this, the next prelims, like now take this year's case, the people are yet to give their interview. Prelims is also around the corner. Now interview happens and immediately maybe within next few days or next within a month, they have to take the prelims. So that is why you have to be updated. If you fail and if you are passionate about this exam, you have to go and give the prelims within few days without any extra preparation. With the knowledge which you have and the current affairs which you stayed updated, with that knowledge you are going to write it. So you have to be mentally ready for that. Okay, so this is a minimum this is the minimum details. Okay, you need to face an interview. I have not gone into any technicalities or like exactly told you what question will come. That's a special another, like if we have plans for later mock interviews or something, we will do that individually for students. But now we don't have that process here. So this is a maybe, I don't know, it may help you if you have not thought about all these things. But ideally, I believe all the students who have reached till this phase, they would have either taken mock interviews, they are consulting mentors or ex IAS officers or anybody whom they know who have taken the interview. They would have got all this information already. But because I had been getting queries on some of these things, I just wanted to share. Okay, so again, I can make more videos like this. Tell me what topic you want. Lecture videos are separate, but like other than that, okay, these kind of anything you want to know, tell me. Based on that is what we design the videos. Okay, so you tell us, we'll tell you what we can do for you. 2021 students, again I want to remind you, the test series will be launched in June. That is around June 5 is what I'm planning. The brochure is being designed, the schedule. So wait for that. Okay, please don't ask again and again even after hearing from the video that is going to be scheduled. Okay, and 2020 students, they can enroll if you are like, because you have now, I think you will get extra time for studying again. So if you want to enroll to any subject packages, because there are students who are appreciating our lectures and all these things, but they finally end up just watching the video and then they don't practice the MCQs. If you don't practice MCQs, you cannot make sure whether you have retained what you learned and whether you can actually answer UPSC level questions. Okay, UPSC level questions will be there only in the test series. In lectures it will be very simple. When we teach you, we'll teach you in such a way that you understand the concept, but UPSC will ask it in a very complicated UPSC style, so that you will get only in the test series. And our test series have the reputation of having the highest qualities in the last 2-3 years. So try to get whichever subject you are weak in or which you want to practice. You can contact me by email or WhatsApp. Okay, so that's it. I'll come up with more videos soon. Till then, enjoy your learning. Thank you and have a nice day.